Good morning all. Today we're going to look at how to test proximity sensors. Now here are two flavors of proximity sensor. This over here is the NPN and this is the PNP. I'll show you the differences. I bring this up here where you can see it. Now let me grab onto that. This one right here is the NPN, and it uses a pull-up resistor on the output. Here's the PNP proximity sensor, and it uses a pull-down resistor on the output. Let me show that to you right there if I can get up to it. That's it right there. That's the pull-down resistor. Now I'll unbag these and we'll connect a power supply and a pull-up or pull-down resistor, and we'll look at the output when we flag the proximity sensor with a piece of metal. Set that bag over there. Here's the attaching nuts. The proximity sensor is this portion right here, and it's threaded so that you can use these attaching nuts to attach it to your machine. Okay, get my hookup wires. I'll find me a 10K ohm pull-up resistor. That looks like a good one right there. Now, according to the diagram on the bag it came with, the brown wire is plus, that's VCC. The blue wire is ground, and the black wire is the output, the sensor output. Let me separate our wires so I don't short them out when I go to hook them up. I'm going to use 15 volts DC. The bag over there says you can use 10 to 30 volts DC as your supply. Okay, let's get those turned around there. Okay, the brown wire is plus. The blue wire is ground. Let me get this output wire over here. Try to keep them separated. Okay. Let me get me a couple of hookup wires right here. I'm going to take this purple clip wire, connect it to our 10K ohm resistor. So that's going to bring the plus 15 down here into the proximity sensor to power it up. And then I'm also attaching that plus 15 to our pull-up resistor. The other side of the pull-up resistor, I'm going to connect to the output. So here's our plus 15 to the pull-up to the output. Let me get my meter into play here. Move those attaching nuts out of the way. And what we're going to do with our meter is we're going to look at the state change. Of the prox sensor when we flag it. The term flagging means we're activating the prox sensor. Get me another couple of clip leads here. Okay, I'm going to attach our meter to the output. I'm going to attach ground to power supply ground. We're using that power supply over there to make the plus and 15. We're going to attach that to the ground. Now we're ready. Let's double check. Brown is VCC. Blue is ground. And black is output. So we're ready to go. Okay, we've got 15.54 volts DC on the output of the prox sensor. That is derived from our pull-up resistor. These prox sensors that we have here are open collector, so you have to have a pull-up resistor. Now let me flag that sensor and we'll see what happens. I'm going to use a metal screwdriver. Look at that. There's an LED in here, and when I flagged the sensor with the screwdriver, the metal of the screwdriver, the LED came on. Our state change, we went from 15 volts DC, now we're at 0.774 volts DC. That's very close to ground. Remove the metal from the prox sensor and we go back up to 15.46. We'll flag it again. Isn't that neat? That is amazing. I like that. That's amazing, isn't it? Let's flag it again. Look at that. So we go from plus 15 volts to 0.772 volts when it's flagged. That's the NPN version of the proximity sensor. I'm going to power it down now and we're going to hook up the PNP version and we'll see what it does. We'll move this prox sensor out of the way. Let's put that over there. Here's our PNP version of the prox sensor. Set that underneath all this. Bring that out over here. Hookup wires. Let me spread those apart. Okay, again, the brown wire is our plus voltage, VCC. Our blue wire is ground. The black wire is the output. Here's our pull-up resistor, but in this case, we're going to use it as a pull-down resistor. Let's connect this to ground. This is our meter. We'll connect our meter to ground. Connect the other side of our meter to the output, so we can watch the state changes. Now, instead of the pull-up resistor going to plus VCC of the power supply, we're going to go to ground. Okay. Let's bring this out here so we can see it. Okay. Look at this, we're at ground because of our pull-down resistor. Let's flag it and see what happens. Ah, look at that. The LED also turns on in the proximity sensor, but we go from 0 volts up to 14.62 volts DC when it's flagged. The PNP proximity sensor is opposite in state changes to the NPN proximity sensor. There you go. That's how you test the NPN proximity sensor and the PNP proximity sensor. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.